are back. It's a very interesting episode today. Kanina, yung mismong talent, no? At saka yung, ang tawag nila dito, may kagagawa ng lahat ng ito. Ngayon naman, yung kakampi niya, kabarkada niya, at katuwang niya dito sa lahat ng ito, ang Executive Director ng Voice Care Philippines, si Ms. Ada Quaresma. Siya ay isa ring voice artist, radio broadcaster, trainer, and motivational speaker. At head siya ng Secretariat ng Voice of the Youth Network. You seem to be a very busy person.
Hindi po masyado.
Okay lang.
Hindi po masyado.
Masaya pa rin.
Masaya naman po. Actually, kung ano yung ginagawa ni Sir Pocholo, ako'y isang dakilang tag-along.
Ganon. Ibig sabihin ay magbarkada talaga kayo.
Opo. Tropa. Tight kami.
Okay. Close na close kayo. Okay. Now, Voice Care. Ikaw ang Executive Director. Ano yung mga activities nyo? Paano nyo inilatag yung platform, yung hierarchy ng organization, and how do you operate?
Actually, kaming dalawa po ni Sir Pocholo yung pinaka nagtatag ng Voice Care Philippines. And by that, I mean, we started out with the research. Kami po yung nagplano kung paano gagawin, i-deliver yung workshop, kung paano isusulat yung libro. Kasi sa totoo lang po, Miss Elaine, napakadami po talagang information out there, whether it's books or, websites, about taking care of the voice. Ang nakakalungkot lang po doon is that dito sa Pilipinas mismo, parang walang nagtuturo sa tinatawag nga natin mga professional voice users kung paano ba alagaan yung boses. And kaya po nagkaroon kami ng idea na, sige, i-apply natin yan, i-localize natin at gawin natin siya para sa mga tao na ang puhunan talaga nila ay boses. At simulan nga natin sa mga teachers.
Alright, okay. Now, Voice Care Philippines is a non-profit organization, right? Okay, so ibig sabihin, ito ay talagang serbisyong ipinagkakaloob.
Opo, advocacy po talaga.
Advocacy talaga. Now, I'd like to ask, why did you zero in on teachers at first? Kasi sabi ni Sir Pocholo kanina, ito lang inuna. Meron pa mga susunod
marami
dyan.
po susunod.
Yes. So, why teachers?
Sabi ko po kanina, ang mga teachers po, sila yung pinakamalaking population ng tinatawag nating professional voice users. Ang mga tao na ang kanilang hanap buhay ay nakarely sa boses. Bukod po doon, ang teachers natin, compared sa lahat ng mga gumagamit ng boses sa hanap buhay, katulad ng mga broadcasters, preachers, lawyers, salespeople, ang mga teachers po, yung intensity at kung gaano kadalas at kung gaano kahaba nila ginagamit yung boses nila sa intense na pamamaraan is greater po yung demand dun sa boses nila than other occupations. For example, ang mga teachers po on the average sa isang araw, nagsasalita po yan ng 4 to 6 hours.
Holy cow.
Yes po, 6 na oras. Average po yun in one day.
Right. At hindi conversational voice ito.
Tama po yun. Hindi lang yung katulad ng ginagawa po natin. They speak in front of 40, 50, sa mga public schools po up to 70 students.
Yeah.
And sa isang environment na hindi naman din conducive sa paggamit ng boses ng ganun-ganun na lang. Hindi naman po lahat ng classroom ay auditorium.
Right.
Hindi naman po lahat ng classroom may microphone or may magandang acoustics. Yung iba nga po sa mga probinsya, nagtuturo sa labas ng classroom. Wala silang classroom.
Present ako dyan. Ako yan.
Opo, so maraming factors na nakaka-apekto talaga dun sa boses nung teacher.
Right, okay.
Opo.
Kaya nag-zero in kayo dito sa teachers.
Po.
Okay, let me ask you just a couple of questions para sa ating mga kababayan na nanonood ngayon. Ano ang primary na itinuturo ninyo pagka ang pag-uusapan ay voice care? Basic na basic.
Basic na basic. Una po sa lahat, tinuturo namin yung tinatawag nating science of voice production.
Okay.
Kasi po sa totoo lang, right now, pwede ko po kayong bigyan ng, here are 10 tips on how to take care of your voice or do's and don'ts on how to take care of your
Marami
voice.
yan sa Google.
Exactly. Marami po yan sa Google. Pero ang problema po is that hindi natin kasi na-appreciate bakit bawal uminom ng malamig, bakit hindi pwedeng sumigaw ng ganito katagal, bakit kailangan pinapahinga yung boses. Hindi natin na-appreciate or naiintindihan kung hindi natin siya i-relate dun sa paano nga ba lumalabas yung boses natin?
Paano ba natin pinoproduce?
Opo, tama. Kasi, una-una po sa lahat dyan, kung kunyari, tuturuan kita, sabihin ko sa'yo na ang kauna-unahang step para i-produce yung boses mo is yung paghinga.
Okay.
Hindi ka pwedeng magsalita nang hindi ka nag-i-inhale. Parang gano'n.
Subukan nga natin yan. Magsalita tayo na walang hinga.
Exhale ka po, tapos bigla ka magsalita. Parang,
pwede.
ang hirap po, di ba?
Right.
So, kumbaga, yun yung mga tinuturo namin. At kada step po, nung pag-produce natin ng boses, merong proper way para gawin yan.
Alright.
Tamang paghinga, pati po yung posture. Actually, akala natin parang, lalo na sa modern lifestyle, di ba, halos lahat ng tao nakaharap sa computer,
Right.
matutulog na lang, nag-Facebook pa sa cellphone, yung mga
Right.
ganyan. So, nako-compromise po yung posture ng katawan natin, yung proper alignment. So, halos lahat tayo nakukuba, nakaslouch, ganon. At nakaka-apekto rin po yun sa kung paano natin nilalabas yung boses natin.
Right, yung quality
Yung
ng...
quality po. At pati yung hindi lang yung quality, yung ease, yung pagiging komportable mo sa paglabas mo ng boses. Kumbaga parang naiipit po siya na mas ang ending, mas ume-effort ka
Right.
para i-project yung boses mo.
So can you say that what you're teaching at Voice Care ay science or principle or ano ba to?
It's actually a little bit of both. Actually, parang pwede po rin natin isama yung art. Kumbaga, it's both the science and the art of producing voice. Kasi sabi nga po kanina ni Sir Pocholo, di ba, the second half of what we teach in voice care is how to use it effectively in teaching.
Right.
So, ginagamit po natin yung voice acting sa storytelling. Tsaka nagtuturo din po kami ng mga strategies in the classroom. Kasi syempre, aminin po natin, maraming pwedeng gawin si teacher in order for them to take care of their voice, to preserve their voice. Pero ultimately, yung pagtuturo po nila sa classroom or learning in the classroom is actually a shared responsibility.
Yes.
Meaning to say, si student, meron din siyang kailangan gawin on his part para, number one, matuto siya. And number two, indirectly, matulungan niya sa teacher to preserve the voice. So we also teach different strategies. Like one of the things that we teach is kung paano mo i-incorporate yung mga activities na tinatawag namin kinesthetic activities. You know, you let the students create. You let them facilitate in class. You let them do the talking.
Right.
Parang ganon. And then you let them move so that number one, yun nga, mas involved po sila dun sa learning. And number two, kumbaga, natutulungan nila si teacher na hindi yung buong isang oras, salita lang ng salita si teacher.
So more or less, voice care is about creating the proper environment
Yes.
to take care of the voice, and it's not just the habit or the practice, pero yung magandang environment para ma-preserve ang
Tama po. And actually, we even take the subject of voice care na parang holistic approach po yung ginawa namin. We even have like a topic and a chapter in the book that addresses naman the psychology of the voice. Meaning to say, kasi when you say, you know, the human voice or the physical voice is just an expression or sabihin nating metaphor,
Okay.
of what we call our voice. Kasi diba usually we have expressions like, oh, let your voice be heard. Di ba may
Yes,
ganyan tayo?
yes.
So, this is, we also touch on the subject of self-expression, on how someone can actually freely express their thoughts and feelings. Bakit? Because may psychology po dyan, meron pong research that says, whenever there's something that parang, kung meron kang gusto sabihin, but you find it difficult to say it, the next morning, pagising mo, chances are may sore throat ka.
I read that.
Yes, so there is a psychology behind, you know, how you freely express your thoughts and feelings. That's
Right.
related to your voice.
Right.
So we also touch on that subject. Like, so how do you communicate, di ba? How do you do
So
that?
very good because there are people na marinig mo pa lang yung boses niya.
Opo.
Wala pa siyang sinasabi, pangalan niya pa lang or sinabi niya lang, oh, it's a sunny day and you believe him 100%.
Yes.
Samantalang meron naman tao na sinasabi na it's raining and you're all wet pero duda ka pa.
Yes. Because of the voice.
Yes.
And one of the misconceptions about the voice is that if people think that if this is how I sound, this is how I sound forever. But you know, our voice is so much more
Trainable.
dynamic than that. Yeah, that you can actually train it. Like for example, ako po personally, I didn't sound like this, you know, when I started. Estudyante po ako ni Sir Pocholo actually dun sa kanyang voice acting workshop last year. And that's how, you know, little by little, and then researching on voice care and all that, dun ko po na-develop na I can say na sobrang laking difference ng boses ko when I started out compared to now. Because I know how to project it properly, I know how to properly breathe, and how to properly align my body in terms of, you know, para mas maganda yung tapon ng boses, yung ganun po.
Narinig yung word na tapon. Okay.
Tapon.
There was an instructor before that used to tell me that yung tapon ng boses mo, kailangan makarating hanggang dito, dulo ng room.
room.
Yeah. And I believe what you say because when I was younger, about 9 years old, I sounded like a mouse. Okay? Nagsasalita na pala ako, hindi pa nila alam. Kundi lang nila nakitang bumubuka yung bibig ko.
Yes.
Kasi walang lumalabas ng boses. Ngayon, pwede na ako makapagsigawan, di ba, na energy? Okay, anyway, now, voice care. Dati, walang science of sleep. Ngayon, na-realize nila, merong science of sleep. And it's not just about falling asleep and losing consciousness. It's all about how the body is, the breathing, the thinking, the alignment, the bed, everything. And now, this is a parang this is new grounds, and I'm so happy that it's here in the Philippines, courtesy of you and Sir Pocholo. I'm thinking very soon magkakaroon na rin ng science of voice care.
Yes.
And I'm happy that you're putting it out there as easy as now. And as part of you putting it out there for the audience and for our viewers, ano ang mga activities ng voice care and how can they participate? Kasi sabi mo nga, non-profit, no? Itong organization, sir, you're providing service. What kind of service can we expect from you exactly?
Right now, the main bulk of what we do is the training. The book Voice Care for Teachers, this is more of like a supplemental material for the workshop. So ang pinaka-service po talaga namin is we train the teachers. So we get invited to schools and we train the teachers on the subject of voice care and voice acting. The main reason why we wrote the book, this is, sabihin na natin, tawag namin dito, it's a written version of the workshop. Because, you know, there's a lot of seminars and trainings out there, and usually what happens is, as a participant, you know, uy, ang dami ko natutunan. Wow, I'm so excited. I'm all hyped up and I'm ready to go. And then Monday came. Diba? And then you're back to your old routine, and then nakalimutan mo na, ay, oo nga pala, proper breathing. Ay, oo nga pala, proper posture. So we created the book, and it's actually, nakakatuwa po sa kanya, it's a workbook. So you don't just read it. You have to have a pen because you're gonna write stuff down. And, you know, kumbaga, ang goal po namin dito is that ito yung magiging best friend ng teacher, so that they have a constant reminder of what they actually learned from the workshop.
So they actually take something away from the seminar.
Yes.
And it's not just the figurative thing, but they also